When God begins to expose the evil around you, your first instinct might be to question Him. You may ask, why is this happening to me? Why are people changing? Why is everything falling apart? But I want you to understand something deep, something powerful. Exposure is not punishment. It is protection. It is God's divine way of clearing the path ahead of you. Sometimes the truth has to hurt before it can heal. Sometimes the light has to blind you to your purpose and your destiny. The reason it feels painful is because exposure comes dressed as loss. You lose people, you lose comfort, you lose what felt familiar. But remember, what's being lost was never aligned with your future. God removes people who pretend to love you but secretly envy you. He reveals the truth about those who stuff it this. Flattering tones. That's why you need to go beyond what people show you and listen to what the Holy Spirit is showing you. God gives you discernment to protect your peace and preserve your destiny. When your spirit feels uneasy about someone, don't ignore it. That's not paranoia, that's revelation. When something feels off even though everything looks afford to let your emotions make decisions your spirit should be making. Some people can only go so far. When discernment speaks, it empowers you to love people without letting them manipulate you. It helps you serve with kindness but guard your spirit with strength. People may call you distant or guarded, but they won't understand that your peace is sacred. They won't understand that your silence is your shield and your stillness is your strategy. Discernment teaches you that not every battle deserves your energy, not every invitation deserves your acceptance, and not every relationship deserves access to your heart. When your discernment grows, your circle will shrink. And so that your purpose can align with precision. Isolation is a sign that God is working behind the scenes. He is removing the wrong people from your circle, those who may smile at you but do not wish you well. He is closing doors that lead to destruction and opening spaces for doors that lead to destiny. He is carving out a sacred space for your soul to breathe, to reflect, and to prepare for what is coming. Sometimes the very people we love most or the situations we for leading a nation. Joseph was isolated in a pit and then in prison before he became a ruler. David hid from Saul before he became king. Even Jesus spent time in the wilderness alone, preparing for the ministry that would change the world. In every case, isolation was not a punishment, but a preparation. God uses solitude to reveal the depth of His power, to teach dependence on Him alone, and to develop resilience that cannot be cultivated in the presence of distractions or deceit. During this patterns he exposes are not designed to harm you. They are being removed to create space for what is real, for what is aligned, for what is destined. Courage is needed because letting go means stepping into uncertainty, in control and surrendering to God's higher plan. It means saying, "Lord, I don't understand, but I trust you." This surrender is not weakness, it is strength. It is an acknowledgement that God's wisdom surpasses your understanding, that His timing is flawless, and that His plan is far greater than anything is not giving up, it is stepping up. It is not weakness, it is courage in its purest form. It is not loss, it is liberation. Every relationship, opportunity, or situation that God exposes as harmful is do not resist. He knows the past that shaped you, the present that tests you, and the future that awaits you. When He exposes evil, it is not because He is punishing you, but because He is protecting you. Trusting God means accepting that what looks like loss or betrayal is often a necessary step toward your elevation. It is understanding that closed doors are not denial. They are divine rerouting. It is knowing that the discomfort of exposure is temporary, but the purpose it serves is eternal. Trust also means relinquishing the illusion of control. Human nature tempts us to try to fix things ourselves, to manipulate situations, or to confront deceit in ways that feel right to us. But when God exposes evil, He is asking you to let go of your dependence on Him. The more you learn to rely on His guidance rather than human counsel, the stronger your faith becomes. When the storm of revelation rages around you, your trust becomes the anchor that prevents you from drifting into fear, doubt, or bitterness. Every situation God exposes is an invitation to deepen your faith and to affirm that He is both aware and actively around you. He is calling you to embrace resilience as your greatest weapon. Life will not wait for you to be comfortable before it tests you. The moment you begin to see the hidden motives, the deceit, and the manipulations, the natural response is often fear, frustration, or even despair. But God is teaching you a vital lesson. Your strength is forged in the fire of trials, and your character is built through endurance. Resilience is not just about surviving, it is about rising stronger, wiser, and more determined every single time adversity tries to knock you down. Exposure is not the end, it is the beginning of your transformation, and resilience is what ensures that you emerge victorious. Resilience moving obstacles, he is clearing the path for something greater. The resilient person sees beyond the immediate pain to the ultimate purpose. They understand that exposure is part of a divine plan to refine their character, align their path, and protect their destiny. By holding on to vision, you transform adversity into opportunity. You learn to recognize that every closed door, every betrayal by deception, disappointment, or delay. Finally, resilience produces transformation. Exposure is not just about recognizing evil, it is about creating a stronger, purer, and more focused version of yourself. The resilient soul emerges from trials with greater wisdom, deeper empathy, and unwavering integrity. Challenges no longer intimidate but empower. Betrayal no longer diminishes but strengthens. Adversity no longer paralyzes but propels. Every test becomes a testament to your capacity to endure, adapt, and triumph. So embrace resilience with every fiber of your being. Let every exposure be a teacher, every challenge be a motivator, and every moment of pain be an architect of your greatness. Resilience is your shield against despair, your weapon against deception, and your ladder to destiny. When God exposes evil, it is not to break you, it is to prepare you. Resilience ensures that you do not just survive these revelations. You rise, you shine, and you conquer. The storms of exposure are temporary, but the victory forged through resilience is eternal, unshakable, and divinely ordained.